Okay, folks, we're back another brand new episode of the Top Row Podcast. I'm here, Uncle Fast is here, CyberYeti's here, and then we do the repeat of the trial from last night with my main man, Bobby Westside from the Crime Reaper to discuss this podcast. Shout out to you, man. You were jumping on the
What's
team.
going on?
Welcome to the family. Welcome to the team. First and foremost, thank Anchor for the podcast platform that we had to actually make this thing happen. You know where to fucking find us on the podcast platforms everywhere, and go to our social medias, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Follow us, support us, help us grow so we can try to get this. And I got a special announcement for y'all later on, before this episode ends. Let's quickly go around the circle. What's going on with y'all boys? And we're going to talk about the 4 shows really quickly because the one BS yesterday, yes, I got to take accountability for that. That was my fault. Drinking, driving, and being around hoodlums is not a good combination to do a podcast. That was on me. That's not on anyone else. So I should have been called an audible. Like, you know what? I shouldn't do it. But you know, as Mr. Mayor, certain people have once said, the show must go on, and you see what the hell happened. So let's just go around the circle real quick. Introduce the new blood first, and then we introduce the old senior citizens, the main chamber, the underboss, and one of the big couples in the mob right now. So, Rob, you gonna quickly go first? What up with you now?
Hey man, what's up, man? Hey, I'm glad to be a part of the Top Ropes podcast again. Like BlvckHvrt said, I'm Bobby Westside. I have a podcast called Chronically Blended Discussions Podcast. That's neither here nor there. We on off the top rope here right now. Let's get it. And I'm glad to join you fellas.
CyberYeti, what up with you, bro?
Oh man, I'm doing all right so far, man. Got a little bit of personal stuff going on, but you know, I figured I'd jump in today since I heard what happened last night. Figured I'd jump in so we can go ahead and have some law and order up in here.
Well,
have some law and order.
Listen, WWE tried to kick us out a little bit early yesterday. It wasn't just me. It was Rob. It was Manny. So the new brothers kind of got the production truck kind of treatment last night. So this is why. So that's why some of that kicked into play last night as well. It's why we had to quit. That's why I had to pull another audible. Like, you know what? First, maybe half an hour can be dedicated to that. The other rest of the time can be for the production. And we can keep going from there. Uncle Phatz.
What's up?
Okay, we can hear you now. What's goody?
What's good, motherfucker? What's up, Cyber?
What up?
Yeah, I was saying, okay, what with you today?
Nah. Listen, man, Uncle Phatz is good, man. Shout out to the OTT family and to the new blood, the chronically blended. I can't read the rest of it, but the CBD.
Chronically Blended Discussion Podcast.
Okay, well that hot fire right there, what he just said, that part.
Man, it sounds like Phatz feeling good right now. He sounds like he's out of the ER. Sounds like he's out of ICU.
Yeah,
he's back.
Man, you know what it was? You know what it is? You know what it is, Cyber? It's I spoke to BlvckHvrt. He know what's going on.
Yeah, let's not talk about it. Let's not talk.
No, we're not talking about. No, bro. Listen, I don't put my business on there. All I'm saying is just that keep your brother in prayer.
Yeah, man. Blessings to you, bro.
And then it just sometimes you gotta let people and situations just hit you and not react. Sometimes it's okay to not react, and sometimes that's the best thing to do, to not react, because that's what people expect you to do.
Mm-hmm.
And when you can learn how to deal with that in a calmly manner, then the rest will fall into place, man. So I leave it in the man upstairs' hands. And I'm here, man. I'm ready to get this prediction show on so I can get my belt from Big Mike. Said he can't be here.
And sadly, Big Mike here making his predictions. He won't be defending his title. So we talk behind the scenes with him to try to see how this little bet of yours is going to actually go on. Otherwise,
what I'm saying is, how about we do this? I make my predictions on the show for while we're doing the show, and then afterwards, just try to hit him up to see what his predictions are and see if you can get him in before the show starts.
Yeah,
that'll be the best bet to kind of see where to see who he has in mind and what he has in mind, and if not, then I guess we'll just have to wait till WrestleMania.
Well, I just sent him a kite to give us his predictions, and I'll read them out before, hopefully, by the show ends, and see where it comes out. And yeah, let's quickly go through the weekly shows really, really, really quick. We ain't gonna talk too much. I know last night. I know me and Bobby got into an argument about two topics, so that already started off pretty good. Let's not dig too deep involving that real quick, but let me just run past Raw real quick. Then they start with the whole announcement: Lashley versus McIntyre for the championship at WrestleMania. Stupid move, WWE. Why do that? Instead, you could have upped the ante with Sheamus and McIntyre. Could have made a last minute stand and see whoever wins goes to face Lashley for Raw. I would have been more in tune with that, but y'all fucked that one up. Miz and Morrison comes out to open the show. They petitioned to face Lashley at WrestleMania, but Drew McIntyre interrupts. Congratulations, former adversary from another company, on his win. He vows to beat Sheamus at Fastlane, coming later on in 2 hours, and he will face Lashley, take back his belt, and he calls him a big bald bitch Bobby. Don't know who the hell is writing this damn promo, but please stop writing promos for me. Stop writing promos for McIntyre. Then we got MVP, Lashley, Miz and Morrison attacking McIntyre. Sheamus then arrives to take down Lashley. Don't know why. Next, afterwards, you get Drew McIntyre defeating The Miz. Of course, that's pretty typical. That's about to happen. Braun Strowman then calls out Shane McMahon to have him face him in the match later on that night. McMahon apparently agrees. I will talk about that later. Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose defeated Naomi and Lana. They got the sense for the women's tag team division anyway. And I think someone said it last night about the women's tag team division got to be like discombobulated. It wasn't Dukes. It was someone else that was on the show with us last night. And I totally have to agree with them on that. As I said it before, and I said it again, they should have dropped the belt to Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez on NXT. Give that some type of rejuvenation down there. Do something else when it comes to Shayna Baszler. And then we got into the whole conversation about Shayna Baszler being treated wrong and all that type of shit. So I don't want to go into too deep involving that. During the match, though, Asuka makes her return. That comes out to attack Shayna Baszler because of her knocking out her tooth from a few weeks ago. So they're going to prolong that story a little bit. New Day then becomes the WWE 12-time Tag Team Champions by defeating the Hurt Business. After that match was over, Styles and Omos comes out and confronts them after the match and challenges them for the tag titles at WrestleMania. We don't know what the hell this is going to be. AJ Styles is a journeyman. He goes to different companies, wins championships, gets his accolades, leaves. It's one of those things. Only thing that's sure that he hasn't conquered right now is the tag team championships. This is why they're going to put the belts on him and Omos, and he's a Grand Slam. Now he's in the caliber with Shawn Michaels and the rest of them for WWE. And you definitely know he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. I say about 3 more years down like the line. 3-4 more years, he'll definitely be in the WWE's Hall of Fame. Trust and believe.
Yeah, he already said when he signed his contract with the WWE this past time around, when he renewed, he said that this was going to be the one he's going to retire from. So
he has to.
Yeah, so it's only a matter of time. They're just giving him the same treatment as Shawn Michaels and everybody else, show him the respect, and then they're going to put him in the Hall of Fame the very next year.
Yes. Afterwards, we get Big Bunny trading the 24/7 title back to R-Truth for some Stone Cold merchandise. Let's move forward from that. Damian Priest defeated Jackson Riker. Elias attacks Priest after the match. Bad Bunny Elias in the back. Priest hits the lights. Name. On Elias, Mace sneaks up out of nowhere and attacks Bad Bunny with Elias's guitar, basically setting up for the Miz and Morrison versus Bad Bunny and Damian Priest match from WrestleMania time, which they already planted those seeds from way before that time period. Anyway, this whole Shane McMahon and Braun Strowman brawl trashed. Next, Alexa Bliss issues an open invite to Randy Orton at Fastlane. Want to end it all? Come get me, Randy. All other stuff. Asuka then defeats Shayna Baszler, got her revenge, but this is not technically over as of right now. Riddle retains his United States Championship against Mustafa Ali. And apparently, we've been pronouncing his name wrong for a long ass time. That's my fault for that. Randy Orton then vows to kick Alexa Bliss out of his life forever. The last but not least, we got Bobby Lashley defeated Sheamus. After the match is over, Lashley gets the Hurt Lock applied on Sheamus. McIntyre comes in, hits the Claymore on Lashley to stop him, and that's how we end Raw. I got no words to say about this damn show. I just don't. I don't even have the energy for this today. I think my energy was spoiled or drunkenness last. So, a lot of how I felt kind of was the way that it was last night, because this is the go home edition between a filler pay per view to get to the main pay per view where most of the changes are going to be at. So I'm not too enthusiastic about it, to really be honest. The only thing the only thing I'm kind of hoping is keeping my fingers crossed, and then we'll talk about that when it comes to the prediction show. The theme fucking comes back like a winged dragon the Raw from Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yaki burns everything to a crisp. I can't vent my frustration. I'm like, he needs to come back as Two-Face, or he needs to come back as the winged dragon of fucking Raw and start burning everything down to a fucking crisp. Give me something tonight. That's all I gotta say for Raw. Y'all can go ahead and talk about Raw before we move on to NXT.
Man, the only thing I got to say about this is if people actually think this is going to be an intergender match between Alexa Bliss and Randy Orton, man, y'all must be dumb as hell, because this is just them opening the door for Bray Wyatt to come back. Now, exactly like BlvckHvrt said, they need to change something about him. They need to give him that level of mystery again that he had when he first came out as the Fiend. And they need to make him a very dangerous person, because I watched some of Randy Orton's Broken Skull podcast just before we started today, and I have to say, he's to that point in his career, he is going to give people the leg up that need the leg up. And right now, Bray Wyatt still has years left in wrestling. Randy Orton, he's getting to the point to where he's starting to come to the end of it, and I think this is going to be the time where if Bray Wyatt's going to get the rub, he's going to get the rub from Randy Orton in whatever match they do, whether it's at Fastlane or whether it's building to a match at WrestleMania. He's going to get the rub from Randy Orton, and this is going to put him into the title picture.
Question: do you think Randy Orton
or a bad one?
Yes, was a locker room got it like the up and comers?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think it's more of a
the locker room general. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think.
You're good. You mean like the locker room leader? You mean?
Yeah, like when superstars get ready to head on out as an up and coming, they do the passing of the torch rub, like yes. Shawn Boston is looked at as an asshole in the back, right? Do you think Randy Orton is the guy? I'm like, here's the torchbearer, or you think he still feel like he in his prime and he want to reinvent and ready to give that rub?
I think he's more in that situation of he's not going to give the rub to every young guy, but he's going to give it to certain people, kind of like how Roman Reigns did with Jey Uso before he joined up with him in his group. I think it's going to be the same situation. Jey Uso got the rub from Roman Reigns because now he's not being seen as just a tag team guy. He's actually being seen as an individual. So I think with this whole situation with Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt, it's more of this guy needs the rub so he can be put back up into that upper echelon of, being able to be in the WWE championship picture and, being able to challenge for the title. So this is what that situation is. Now, is Randy Orton going to get a couple other title reigns? I think he's going to be the one to break Ric Flair's record.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion. He's going to be the one to break the record, and he's the one that's going to do that. But right now, they want to start getting other people in there. At least that's what I think, and that's why I think Bray Wyatt's going to interrupt during this intergender match, and that's what's going to happen.
Anybody else?
I like that.
I'm just gonna say overall with the show, I think it was decent. I don't know, and I'm kind of tired of seeing Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. I just hope that they get this shit, finish it, get it over and done with. All I ask is that I am going to take a page out of BlvckHvrt book right now. As far as someone writing for Drew McIntyre, if you're going to write, please do not make any black jokes, any bald-headed jokes, any types of jokes that have to deal with any type of body frame. Just let the man talk. I think we're at a time where we don't need a coerced comedy sketch, because it seems like now everybody's has their pussies on their face. So it's like everything's sensitive right now. So it's like you can't say nothing. Like if it's to the point where you got to take away Dr. Seuss books and all this other shit, even to the point where they're trying to take away Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. Like, are you fucking serious? Like, it's the reason why I say that is because it's like let these guys are wrestlers. We know Drew McIntyre sucks behind the mic. We know he's been in the business for 20 years, but to make like slight little, not derogatory, but little slick, like blackface
little digs.
Yeah, it's like don't do it. Like, we've been through enough last year. Let's keep the fight, and let's talk about something else. Like, talk about Lana or some shit like that, failed relationship or something. But you're making a mockery because he's bald-headed and he's black. Like, that's not an insult. Those are fucking fighting words. And I get it. You're a fighting contender, but don't be a dick, because then you'll be on my shit list. And I actually kind of respect Drew, but don't do that. And to the writers, watch your wrist. Stop letting slick shit come out your pens, because you will get blasted on. And I don't give a fuck who's the writers for WWE. You just need to cut the shit. Because everybody's fucking sensitive. Like, everybody's sensitive right now. Everybody got their pussies on their faces. And it's sad. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's walking around here like, right now everybody is wearing their emotions outwardly. And that's the era that we're in right now. So you just got to be careful. Other than that, I think the show was decent. I just hope Fastlane I hope it just leads into a great Monday night, because if not, my rant for next week is going to be hilarious.
And I'm pretty much gonna hold you to that. I'm gonna go hold you to that now, for real, dogs. I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am. Especially how that Sheamus and Drew McIntyre fight goes tonight. Like, I mean, they're great fighters, but it's like I agree with you. Like, WWE has to learn how to become more suspenseful again. Like, I get it. You're an entertainment industry. You went from a federation to an entertainment corporation. So entertain us. Start, like, giving us, like, teasing us, and then we're thinking one thing, and then you just, all these fucking spoiler alerts. Like, come on, like, give us something that we can hold on to. Like, every time I turn around, it's like, WrestleMania is back. It's back. But it sucks. The shit leading up to it sucks. Like, I don't give a fuck about WrestleMania. Like, okay, so 2 years ago, and I'm going to make this real short. 2 years ago, we used to be excited. When December hit, that last pay-per-view in December, and January hit, we knew come Royal Rumble, from Royal Rumble up until WrestleMania was the shit. Mm-hmm. That was the shit. That was WWF/WWE's what you call it? Quarterly moneymaker right there. Yep. That's where they were able to put together the best feuds, rivalries, news, spoiler alerts, surprises, thrillers, and the whole nine. Now it's like you're getting this watered down, like Dawson's Creek type bullshit. Like, okay, Oscar lost her tooth. Y'all a $1 billion corporation. Give her a piece of chiclet, put it in her fucking mouth, have her jump up and down again, have her whoop, send the Baszley's ass, you know what I'm saying? Have her whoop Nia Jackson's ass so she can scream about her hole again, and it can go viral. Like, do something. Do something fun that we can anticipate. I'm not anticipating WrestleMania. And that shit's sad. Fucking 39 years old and I feel like a kid right now. I feel like I'm about to watch a shitty-ass soap opera with slight handful of action. It's like going on the date. It's like going on the date. You find a girl, she's hot, you get a chubby, and then when she opens her mouth, you're like, fuck.
It's like not being excited for the Super Bowl.
Bro,
like,
it's horrible, bro. It's
that
horrible.
shit
I'm
crazy.
excited for the Super Bowl, but it was horrible. It was horrible. But that's just my view on the show. WWE, you got to do better. Come on. Hopefully tonight you kick it up, but that's it.
All right, let's move to NXT real quick. We get Finn Balor in the Karrion Kross promo segment that lead into Oney Larkin and Danny Bush of the NXT Tag Team Champions coming out and talking some smack, and then Scarlett B gets involved, and they just confirm they'll defend the titles later on that night against Karrion Kross and Finn Balor. See how that kind of plays out. Dexter Lumis defeats Austin Theory. Yawn. Adam Cole was Kyle O'Reilly, but apparently he's been banned from the CWC by William Regal's ruling till he recovers. But Kyle O'Reilly then eventually comes up on the Titantron, vows to end Adam Cole like he tried to did to him before. But Cole, I guess, is trying to play hide and seek with him. I guess, I guess in that type of sort. So that's what ended up transpiring. Legado del Fantasma defeated Breezango. Then we get this Jordan Devlin and Santos Escobar promo. Heated discussion had come across who was the true Cruiserweight champion, and we will see and find out at Stand and Deliver. I think it's probably be night one that this match will probably take place.
And that's actually going to be a good match, too.
Great match.
I wanted to see that match, too. Saray, or now Sari, 3 E's, has now officially signed with NXT. So that's a pickup from New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's about to be on NXT soil. We'll see how that comes up with her. Dakota Kai defeats Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark, underline her name, she's going to be somewhere in that locker room, too. After the match is over, Io Shirai comes out and gives Raquel Gonzalez a contract for her to sign to face her at Stand and Deliver for the women's championships. For the women's championship. Excuse me. Singular. I mean, singular, not plural. Then we get Tommaso Ciampa defeating Marcel Bartel. Afterwards, Walter, yes, comes out and joins up with his superior minions and beats down Ciampa. Who I can't wait.
I loved it.
For this.
Loved it.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah, but he did it with the help, bro. That's bullshit. He did it with
That's
the help.
his squad, no matter what.
Same thing happened with Undisputed Era, excuse me, and in the past. So I mean, why get mad at it? You knew it was going to happen if he showed up.
Gang warfare.
Yeah, that was
Gang.
All right, Tommaso Ciampa got
right. Moving on. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly eventually did get arrested. Eventually, they both get arrested. Cole claims that Riley tried to run him off the road. See what happens. LA Knight then defeats August Gray in his debut match. Bronson Reed rips up LA's jacket, so that's going to be their first little feud to get LA Knight over. William Regal apparently has a solution for both Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, and he'll talk about that next week. Then we have the main event. Oney Larkin and Danny Bush have defeated Finn Balor and Karrion Kross. During the match, Finn Balor drop case Larkin that end up hitting Scarlett B. And of course, Karrion Kross, that's his wife for crying out loud. So even in kayfabe mode to real life mode, you're gonna stick up for your wife no matter what. Eventually, after the match is over, Karrion Kross takes out Finn Balor after the match is over. That's how they end NXT. So building up to this Karrion Kross, Finn Balor NXT Championship for Stand and Deliver, that WrestleMania 9-day week that they got. Jesus, I don't know how they're gonna pull this off, but they are. This is gonna be for night 2. Huh?
A lot of gayism. There's gonna be a lot of gayism. I got a huge.
But so yeah.
Let's go.
Io Shirai and Raquel Gonzalez's championship match will be on night 1. That's on the WWE Network, and night 2 will be the Finn Balor and Karrion Kross on night 2. That's going to be available on Peacock. That's April 8th, I believe. April 7th is that Wednesday. And the only 2 things that I was looking forward to was Volta coming back. Yes.
Yes.
That's the only thing I was kind of amped up for. I was like, yes. So let's just see what the hell. And, of course, the new true Cruiserweight Championship match. I want to see the boy. I know they're going to tear the fucking roof off. And I'm just hoping that we can see shade the Shawn Michaels versus, what's another light person that he faced back then? Matter of fact, I'll come up with that comparison a little later. I want to take 2 Demon Evolving to that. But those 2 matches were the only 2 matches that I set on NXT. I'm willing and waiting to when this actually takes off. I'm watching it. Period. Everything else is slow. It's just going to be slow build. Of course, we get the grudge match between Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. That's going to happen. So maybe at TakeOver, then they're going to squeeze that in for night 2. Maybe they're going to come forward with that. That's what the whole next week announcement could be about. So I got to say for NXT.
Okay.
Yeah, I can have the floor.
Hey, man. Like I discussed last night, again, this Bobby talking. I fuck with NXT harder than any of the WWE brands. That shit, the closest thing you'll still get to pro wrestling versus sports entertainment. They still kind of care about their craft. I fucking hate Karrion Kross. His entrance fire, but I fucking hate him. Like, he don't impress me at all. The Dexter Loomis dude, big ass yawn. Don't fuck with him. Walter and goddamn Ciampa. Hopefully that shit could be rival to the what's he had, the Dragunov match he had in the NXT UK.
NXT UK? Yeah. Oh my
God. Rivals that. You know what I'm saying? That could be another fucking 6-star fucking match.
I could see that happening.
Adam Cole, get ready, kind of like pull him up to the main show. I think he finna go on and get that take the torch from fucking Dolph Ziggler fake Shawn Michaels shit and let Adam Cole actually take his place as the next HBK. And Finn, man.
I think so. Really? I think so.
Finn. Adam Cole is definitely the closest thing. Thing we had at HBK besides AJ Styles. AJ Styles, I think him and Kenny Omega and like Ibushi, you know what I'm saying? Like they all their own kind of athlete. Closest thing to HBK as far as charisma, working, technical, could do all kind of styles. Adam Cole.
Very true.
I actually got a pat Rob on the back for that one. I'm actually sticking with that answer too, especially when it's helping who backstage too, and he's back there mentoring this young cat to be the next Shawn Michaels in this generation.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get that mentorship, you're not gonna just not use that advice for your own good.
I just really hope, bro, they'll let fucking Ricochet and Kevin Owens come down and like recapture the glory days of NXT and have, like when they had Samoa Joe and Shinsuke, you know what I'm saying? Like come back and have classic fucking matches. But that's wishful thinking. We all know who's booking this shit, and it ain't gonna go that way.
Nah.
And as I gotta probably say one banned word, gay.
Oh man, here we go.
Gay.
Yeah, it starts.
But hey, you going? Cyber, why don't you go?
Right. Yeah, Cyber, you might as well go ahead before he kind of goes off and uses his dreads.
Okay, so like I was saying last week about the whole Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly match, man, do not water this down. For the love of God, please do not water it down. Let them go at it like they did in ROH. Let them freaking rip each other's heads off. Let them go at it. And I mean, if this means that Adam Cole's getting ready to jump up to the main roster, then you better give Kyle O'Reilly the rub on this, because he's probably going to stick around in NXT. Let him go back at it with Finn Balor. Let him take the title off Finn Balor, because we know he's getting close to the end of being in NXT. They're going to get ready to call him back up to the main roster, and he's going to get put into some new situations. all I got to say is this is the time that if Adam Cole's going to go, they need to have a classic match and they need to let Kyle O'Reilly go over so he can be in that main event picture on NXT as a singles competitor.
Agreed.
So that's the only thing I got to say about NXT this week. I mean, LA Knight, I never really liked the guy even before he jumped to NXT. I even was kind of like this at some of his matches when he was in Impact. No joke. So I have no love. I have no love for that man. So the whole Imperium thing and finally Walter coming into the red and gold brand. Thank you, God. It's about damn time that he come back. I cannot wait for this match of him versus Ciampa. This is going to come out good. It is going to be probably another 5 or 6 star match, and I cannot wait to freaking see it. But that's all I got to say about NXT this week.
Here comes Uncle Phatz. Dun, 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 dun,
dun.
It's me, Uncle Phatz. And so what I gotta say is, first of all, let me say this, okay? Okay, one thing you gotta understand about me, young Mr. Cleveland did discussing a podcast of the universe. One thing about Uncle Phatz that you have to understand is I'm neutral, but the shit that I say, it actually comes true. Okay? Now, I will say this as much as I completely disagree with what CyberYeti just said about Adam Cole. I respect it, and I can see that. Okay? I'll give you that. Dexter Lumis.
Okay, so which means Dexter Lumis now is a banned word, along with Robert Stone, Lana. What other banned words have we have now?
Yeah, because he looks. Yeah, because he looks real stupid.
Oh, excuse me, Jinder Mahal. Excuse me,
dumb.
Billy Kay. This banned word that we use here. This banned word that we don't use here anymore.
So Dexter Lumis, gay. Okay, that whole match, pointless. This was you conquering your fear, you jackass? Please, okay? This shit should have happened months ago. Okay, let's establish that. Now, I don't know who the girl's name is, the one with the taller version
Gonzalez?
of Billy Kay.
Raquel Gonzalez.
The Spanish one?
Yes.
Is that the one that's going to put the belt? Yeah, she's kind of sexy, man. You know, I like these tall.
Hey, Uncle Phatz, be careful what you say right there, because one person that you said back then.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Be careful what you saying.
Listen, I'm going at I made a fucking mistake. I did my research.
Yeah, at least he's owning that. At least he's owning it.
I know, but I'm just saying, I'm just giving him the advisory. Just be careful about what you say, because it could trigger something.
Say it just like Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, when he found Captain Winky, he threw up and burnt all his shit. That's exactly how I felt. That's exactly what I did. Okay, so I didn't kiss no motherfucker. Yeah, no. Okay, so the tall bird one. Yeah, she dope as shit, okay? Now, here's my thing. Ember Moon and her teammate, please, by all means, please do not make a mockery of these fucking NXT belts, okay? Right now, the women's division in WWE as a whole, whether it's NXT, SmackDown, or Raw, is literally on high alert, okay? And when we move on, I'll finish that rant to tie on to this rant. I said I was gonna wait, but Ember Moon and your team, I can't think of the girl's name because I don't watch NXT like that, so I don't give a fuck. Okay, so please, by all means, keep this shit relevant and exciting. You guys deserved it. You worked for it. Regardless of how you got it, y'all are champs. Please keep this shit active. Now, this Adam Cole shit with old boy, this is Brian Pillman and fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin and WCW. Are you fucking kidding me? This is what We are reliving WCW shit in NXT. These are the storylines that we're eating. You shitting me? So I'm gonna go find him. Really? Guess what? He's like 2 doors over from the back. Now all of a sudden you get this is the same exact fucking storyline. I'm old. Show me something fucking new that I haven't seen or heard yet. WWE. Stop fucking with my emotions with this bullshit.
You bet.
Who does this?
If you say what you are about to say, I swear to God, I will reach through this shit and I will have to slap you for it. Because if you are about to say that WWE is starting to pull some WCW bullshit, you better take a look at freaking AEW before you even start that crap. Because even Booker T has said this
the
bullshit.
beef is sizzling in here today.
AEW.
Bobby, just sit back.
Because
They're both doing it. And AEW, to be honest with you, has more than the right than fucking WWE to do whatever they want. WCW style. The reason why is because just because you paid for it doesn't mean that's yours. I'm sorry. I believe in this shit. You can pay for it. That was just like a motherfucker moving in on territory. You look for your spot, capital gain, boom, got you out of here. That ain't your shit. You just paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Dusty Rhodes was still alive. You really think that shit would? Listen. I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm gonna make this short and sweet. If Dusty Rhodes was still alive, AEW did what they did. Guarantee you, AEW would really be putting WWE ratings on the level. Dusty Rhodes is a fucking genius, and with his style and how he thinks, AEW would have been way bigger than what it is. I'm not saying that WWE is being WCW, but there's certain shit that we all know as fans for over 15 years that we've seen from the Monday Night Wars, okay, that we see being played on both brands, whether it's WWE or AEW. My question is, why not be original?
And isn't AEW pulling the same crap right now?
Of thrillers.
Aren't they not pulling the same crap right now? Because they're trying to pull stuff. They're trying to pull stuff out from under WWE that they've gotten through the WCW purchase to use as their own brand on their own product. So you want to turn around and tell me that WWE is being like WCW? No, they're being like WCW because they because they own the rights to it. So they are able to do that shit. Now, the next thing now is starting. Hold on.
Hold on. Cyber, go ahead.
No, the next thing, I already have a feeling what you're about to say when we go into AEW. You're going to try to say that the women's division is starting to become comparable to WWE. No, the hell it's not. Just because they got Britt Baker and freaking Thunder Rosa, I don't think so. They're going to need way more names than that.
No, that has nothing. No, you're way off. You're way off with that. My argument is what Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa did was set a fucking bar high for WWE's women's division to step up. For years. We've been saying it. Real fans, real WWE wrestling fans have been saying it for years. Why can't the women do what the men do?
Okay, so you're telling me that
AEW... Wait. Wait a minute. He gave you the floor. You gotta give it back to him, okay. Uncle Vasco.
So now we see what we see, and I'm not rushing for it. But you know what I'm talking about. We saw what we saw, and now it's like, okay. And I said this to y'all way before leading up to this. What if this was to happen? How would it change? Guess what? It changed. It happened. It changed, and it fucking happened. And guess what? WWE, you better step the fuck up. You better step it the fuck up. Amber Moon and Tracy Blackheart, you better step it the fuck up. See, so all I'm saying is I'm an Emma fan. I think she's bad. I like certain people in the group and certain people at NXT, but other than that, I don't watch it. I don't like it. It's not entertaining for me. Now, I saw Walter come out. Walter did his thing. To me, he looks like the soldier from Toy Story.
He said he looked like the toy for Toy Story. Wow.
I thought you were going to talk about the movie Toy Soldiers there for a second.
I kind of thought he was too.
No, it's Toy Soldiers. You're right. I'm sorry. Because I'm so amped up right now. Because you got me amped up, CyberYeti. Because the shit that you just said at the end, oh my God, you just hurt my heart. I would never compare that division.
And,
right now, I would never make that comparison.
Let me stir the pot a little bit more.
Okay,
you're saying that the WWE needs to step it up. AEW needs to continue stepping it up to be able to even get on the same caliber. This is the reason why I'm saying that. It's because they've already had their first all-women's pay-per-view, WWE has. They've already had the Mae Young Classic already. They've already turned around. They've had 2 sets of tag team titles, which I think that was a stupid situation, but they've done it nonetheless. They've already had the first woman's Hell in a Cell. They've had already the first woman's Iron Man match.
Okay.
They've already had multiple women's wrestling defining moments already. AEW has had 1.
And I guarantee you that 1 compared to that.
And plus, I think, before this thing goes out of here, I'm going to make the final call for it right now. Cyber, you do have a point when it comes to that, but you got to remember AEW has only been around for a year and a half. And I think I remember saying the similar thing to Bobby last night, but I also said the fact that, it's making that women's division everywhere, not just WWE, everywhere on notice now. Wait, I'm not done, but still, AEW still needs the talent, but they mainly need the trainers. So the Shauna Deeps, if you can get the trainers that are like Hall of Famers to go work for AEW to train the young crop of talent that's being displayed on AEW Dark and AEW Evolution now, then you have something. Then we got to bear with the time. We can't rush shit. The same way how we can't rush a storyline. If it's so goddamn good, why the fuck do we want to stop? You know what I'm saying? Same thing for Uncle Fast. Now, when it comes to your point, that one match can equal up to 5 to 7 matches of any similar WWE style of wrestling that they had. But there are a few classic ones that can never break. That top tier. Now, I understand what you say. Why can't the women do what the men do? Look at the men anatomy is built compared to a woman's. That's mainly the main reason why that they can't fucking do that all the damn time.
And oh my bad, bro.
Now wait a minute. Oh, and one more small opinion. So when it comes to that, how frequently do you think women is gonna do it and not try to kill themselves at a younger age than what the men do? They've been the injuries and drug overdoses and any type of natural causes. Wrestling deaths have been between the ages of 45 to 65.
Yep.
And that's already bad enough to say. So adding that format to the mix will kill off people quicker, and they don't want to stain the name of professional wrestling because of shit like that, and because of the way that the decade is growing, evolution-wise, things have to evolve. Otherwise, if things are going to remain the same, people's not going to be into it anymore. Hence why you have so many live fans watching wrestling going back and forth, because why? These nostalgia people coming back. Sting, perfect prime example for AEW.
Yes.
Why people are going to turn in the AEW besides the wrestling? Because of the faces. That's it. And WWE still needs to make new faces. They have been doing that, but it's not to where it's like The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin or John Cena as of right now. That's not going to happen for at least another 5 years when Roman decides to take the walk. And if someone else will have to take that boy. Who the hell would it be? There is no decision making when it comes to that, especially for an old ass man who's 75 fucking years old. He's nearly knocking on death's door. And as Stevie just said in one interview, it's going to be a group decision of what's going to happen with WWE when that time comes.
Yes, and
she already said it.
Yeah, I saw that.
So automatically, rather than there, now the business is going to be split. Then you're going to see new problems come up, and then we have the similar conversation later. Let's move forward.
Ooh, that got heated.
Whew, Dynamite. So, no, we done with it. No, we just done with it. I mean, you both made valid points. but there were still holes in both y'all conversations. That's why certain things that you said Cyber kicked into play, but certain things that Uncle Facet had also kicked into play. Right now it's 2021. I want to see what the women's division is going to be looking like in the next 5 to 8 years. Then
let me touch
then
on.
we will see the Sasha Banks becoming a legend of her own as a younger talent now gets themselves over. And imagine now imagine those matchups. So always look forward to the future.
Let me touch on one thing that nobody has touched
Go ahead,
on.
Bobby.
WWE is the only publicly traded wrestling company, right? So their market and the way they move their money and how they have the liability on their talent, such as like we was discussing the difference of why the women can't do what the men do, is because they also got little kids in their crowd. You get what I'm saying? They market. They make their money off a certain kind of demographic, and they're not going to show violence on women. You get what I'm saying? Even if it's women on women, right? So like, and WWE, but look,
true, but
that's why WWE is sports entertainment and pro wrestling, and they always looked at WCW or the lesser mid-major federations as wrestling. You know what I'm saying? They playing with house money. WWE is Wall Street. They gon' know what I'm saying? They black tie affair, while their shit is a little bit different. They gon' tailor their action more PG versus AEW playing with house money. Yeah, you girls go out there and fucking blade and cut, and let's push the envelope, see if we can steal these ratings tonight. Vince McMahon would never do that shit.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, exactly.
Yeah, not anymore. Remember, he was out there pulling titties out and shit. You know what I'm saying? He was having mud wrestling matches and
he was.
Mae Young old ass through a table.
But that's what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying. That the statement that you made was a true statement, but it's also a hypocritical statement as well, because it's like you won't do the blood and the gore, but you show the titties, you do the lingeries, you put bitches through tables and some more shit. And it's like, you get what I'm saying? It's like you do everything else but show the gore. So you degrade the women.
He's right.
Openly.
He's right too.
In front of the kids.
Their attire is sexy as hell, so I get what you're saying now.
The Trish Stratus love triangle angle.
Don't be messing with my early teenage years,
bro. So you got to take the attitude.
That's what I said, bro.
Hell, even Triple H, even Triple H fucking a corpse. Okay, that's already bad enough. That's overreaching.
Even him drugging Stephanie to get married.
Right.
So question. So can a dead body get pregnant even after you die?
What's her name?
On to the next segment.
All right,
on to the next segment. Let's go. We out of here. Segment. Dynamite. Then we go to AEW Dynamite. St. Patty's Day bash. Yo, listen, I had to throw in the red flag somewhere. Cody Rhodes. Come on, man. That's like May. Listen, that's May Young giving birth to a hand. We done here. Next, Dynamite. Come on, man. Can I just move forward, please, so we can get to the damn prediction show? Damn. Okay. Cody Rhodes defeats Pentagon. After the match is over, Pentagon beats down Cody to the Nightmare Family, makes a save, but QT Marshall slowly comes out last. So basically, y'all know what the hell that's going to lead up to his heel turn. See what that takes off with him. Then goes back to Dark Callis criticizes Young Bucks for not being super elite like that anymore. And they're not the same as they were in New Japan. And they give him a t-shirt, which is basically the do not slap leg when kicking, taking shots at WWE's new policy. Ha ha he he's. How many more of this crap that we really gotta go through? Just stay to your own lane. Grow the company. Stop taking shots at the other ops right there. Like this is how real beef starts, because if someone's gonna take shots and the other person doesn't even give a damn about you, why are you feeding into the shit? AEW, Tony Khan, you gotta be smart in that, man. Be separate. Don't worry about. Don't worry about them. Worry about your goddamn selves. No, ain't no little brother. This is a stepfather versus an orphan child. Okay, no.
Know that.
Vince McMahon is stepdaddy that's married to professional wrestling. That's the industry. AEW's a little abandoned child to say, you know, I'm not gonna take it anymore. Oh, really? Oh, word? Take off his belt and shit? No, turn around. Yeah, turn around. Bend over. Smash. Just straight up abuse. Stop it. Man, we get Jay Cargill defeats Danny Jordan and Marks Red Velvet after the match is over. They're gonna build her up to be the female version of Goldberg.
That's my baby.
Yeah, y'all gonna hear from me first. Like I just said, they're gonna build her up like Goldberg. Because I think right now they're not trying to display the whole entire moveset of hers unless she really is trained the right way. That's what I'm thinking right now. Because look at the matchup that she had singles wise versus the tag team that she debuted on. You can see in you can see the difference though.
Yeah, they both are rookies.
That's like bringing in Goldberg. I'm trying to tell you. Watch. Moving on real quick. MJF comes out with his new squad, hypes up his team, and names the Pinnacle, along with Tully Blanchard coming out and hyping up his guys too. So, yeah, man, this is gonna be blood and guts, and they're gonna try to redo that blood and guts on pay-per-view or TV special event. They're probably gonna start doing that with the Inner Circle versus the Pinnacle. Which actually, that doesn't really sound too bad.
Okay, is it bad that when I was looking through social media earlier today, I saw that meme where it showed Evolution being Amazon and this new group Pinnacle being off of Wish?
Oh wow!
Exactly. Damn. That's exactly what that is.
Funny. That is funny.
Damn. Next, we get the Hardy Empire defeating Jurassic Express and Bear Country.
Yeah.
After that, we get a Christian Cage promo claims that he's the workhorse of professional wrestling and he'll be seeing Kenny Omega down the road. So that's
trash.
That's going to be building up to be a Kenny Omega and Brian Cage title match eventually later down the line. And Bobby, you said trash, right?
Yeah, they always get the fucking Marty Jannetty's of the tag teams. Like WWE get Jeff Hardy and fucking Edge and fucking AEW get fucking Christian and goddamn.
You said the Marty Jannetty's of tag teams. Oh, I mean, yeah, I was just gonna say it is true, but damn, like, is it really like the Marty Jannetty's, bro?
Yeah.
I could have sworn Jeff Hardy got more DUIs than Matt does.
They've been doing that shit for
he ain't a star.
Still,
listen, the only person I can honestly say that I really respect that didn't join any other wrestling companies that I watched, and I know you guys watch more than what I watched, was Stevie Ray from Harlem Heat. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have had the choice to be his own individual, do his own shit, and we've seen a lot of great tag teams that come into wrestling, make a name for itself, and then one goes one way, the other one goes another way, and then one has more success than the other. And we know Booker T's whole story and his success at 5-time and all that other shit, and King Booker. We've all had our moments, but I actually respect, Stevie Ray for not trying to not tarnish
he did
his
just
career,
walk away.
But
He
kind
did,
of keep his legacy kind of intact. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did walk away. He's still Marty Jannetty though.
Right.
He
He knew what he wanted.
Too.
He knew what he wanted, and he
I hate to say it, I agree with that.
That's funny. I mean, it's funny, it's fucked up, but it's real.
But also too,
So that's why I have to kind of stop dead in my tracks because there is no rebuttal for that.
because also too, you can say the same thing about Christian. After he split off from Edge because Edge was getting his single push, and he got released. He could have just faded away, kind of like the way the other guy did. But you know what? He went to TNA. He built himself. He actually built himself.
He was trash.
We all knew, even with his shit with Gangrel, that he was just, even though we all knew that Edge was going to be a star. Yeah, but we all knew that Edge was going to be the star, and we knew that sooner or later, Christian
but you know what? I mean, I can respect that Christian has the work ethic as the workhorse. And and I commend people for that because you'll hear people saying no, I'm the best. I'm the best in-ring performer or specialist or technical wrestler or high flyer, submission, powerhouse, whatever. You don't hear that stuff like that anymore. Everyone wants to be a mixture hybrid of so many different styles.
Yeah.
And we don't get to see that real technical style or real submission style. So a handful of people now that we can even say about that. So I can respect Chris and be like, you know what, outwork everyone.
Yeah.
So even with his body, with his body, his age, and the talent that's out there for him to face. Oh, believe me, I can see him getting him over compared to if Edge would have been doing this whole triple threat match or a singles match, but what's going to happen afterwards? Where's he going to be? Is he going to take months off and then come back later and then go after a new person or Randy Orton again?
Christian trash. I see Christian and I raise you Tommy Dreamer.
Oh, no.
I'll give you Raven for that one. No, I'll give you Raven for that one.
Last time Christian been in a match.
Wait. Raven had the Raven spot in WCW that flop, right? He left the money to go back to ECW until the day that it closed.
I'm saying, he said workhorse is like a
trash.
person that always show up.
Trash. Don't disrespect Tommy Dreamer because he's still active. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. He's never stopped wrestling at all. Christian, I haven't seen him until he just popped up.
Nah, because certain people, here's the thing. And even certain wrestlers will say this too. It's hard to know when to walk away from wrestling when you know that if you so guy and you have unfinished fucking business. So we can't automatically excuse that because that means that I'm gonna be straightforward with you. Ed should never won the Royal Rumble.
Exactly.
So what the hell? Did WWE tell me?
I agree.
That's trash.
I agree. That was a money grab.
But let's
still trash. You did it for the money, right? You didn't do it for the concept of the sport.
I don't think it was the money. I think it was just,
he's old.
Just give my one real last
anyway. So they had to give him that eventually.
Yeah. Listen. So can I just make this statement? Can we not say that? Because I'm not saying it bothers me, but we all know that guys like Edge and the Upper Arsenal, they're getting paid. It's beyond the money. They're giving these motherfuckers their last hurrah, for real. And that's cool.
No, it's not.
It's like,
it's
to
not
me,
about
it's beyond the money. Like, Edge has
it's
earned
about the money. Vince McMahon is gonna make.
And
that's what it's about. The heartstrings. Everybody, like when Dave Bryan brought his ass back out of the old career-threatening shit. Everybody loves the underdog.
Here's the thing. It wasn't just Daniel Bryan that got injured like that. Edge got injured like that the time before.
Yeah,
Christian actually had a real bad injury that they said he wouldn't be able to come back from either. And once Daniel Bryan was able to prove that he was able to come back, that opened the door for Christian, that opened the door for Edge, and any other wrestlers that had their careers cut short because of life-threatening injuries. So, I mean, what's up?
But you know what the thing is? Not to cut you off, but I wanted to hit that because that plays a huge part in this statement. There's been plenty of wrestlers that we've seen, like, damn, like, because we all question, like, for instance, Shawn Michaels. We all question damn, when he's gonna come back? Well, his back, his body, blah 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 blah, and all it takes is for one person to prove that statement wrong, and then you're gonna have a flood of people who have a similar or close to same injury that's gonna bust their ass to come back and prove themselves. And your statement that you just made is a prime example. It had to take for Daniel Bryan to prove, okay, I had the same shit as my mentors or the people I looked up to and watched. So if I could come back, okay, boom. And then you see why when they had that moment, you know, it was kind of hard. It was heartfelt, but you had to understand it to be a fan and to understand, okay, yeah, you can come back, but you had your time or whatever, you know, the situation may be. But that just shows you all it takes is for one person to prove doubters wrong. And you're going to have a flood of people coming back like, okay, it's my time. It's my time. It's my
dollar signs. Because people love to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I mean, not even that. Look at Kofi.
What happened to Shawn Michaels
when
he came back, like, within the year.
Daniel Bryan on his journey back from his injury. Ed showing up surprised and winning the championship. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loves the redemption story. Steve Austin, when he broke his neck. That's what fucking rocket shipped him to the top.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody loves that shit. And the money he gonna make off ticket sales and subscriptions and T-shirts and merch ain't gonna be a fucking drop in the bucket what he gotta pay. You know what I'm saying? What he actually paying these motherfuckers. Yeah, the actual talent is doing it for the last hurrah. You're absolutely right. But Vince McMahon pulling the trigger because he know everybody's gonna eat it up. That's why we be like, this shit is predictable because we seen it before.
All right, make this your last point, then we gotta move forward, man. We wasted way too much time on this.
No, that was it, bro.
Are y'all really done? Yeah. I think y'all still got a little bit more left than y'all. Come on, let it out.
I'm saving it for the main event.
All right. Go on, John Moxley, Eddie Kingston, tag it up, defeats the Good Brothers. Good Brothers and Kenny Omega comes out, beats them both down after the match. They took out Kingston's ankle, Pillman style, was going after Moxley next. So Young Bucks come out, make the save. Tensions flared between Callis and Omega and Young Bucks as they tried to do the Too Sweet sign. They simply refused. So, yeah, man, this whole Super Elite is about to be nothing else left. And I guess you got to consider this a babyface move for the Young Bucks. I guess officially as of right now. But this next segment, I'm just going to just say it's trash, and I don't want to disrespect it. Darby Allin Sting's segment. Here we go again. What's next? Darby Allin announces the weekly challenge to honor the Exalted One, Brody Lee, God rest his soul, and issues an open challenge to any of the Dark Order members to face him for the belt. Lance Archer and Jake Robertson come out, and Robertson that he got next to take Darby Allin's TNT title away. So this whole David versus Goliath concept could happen and should happen. Then we get Team Taz coming out in the midst and to badmouth Sting. Why? Brian Cage then actually congratulates Sting and see the little seeds of him turn into a babyface. And Team Taz just can't believe it that this whole little shot and pushing it all the way back to the back, like fuck trying to knock some sense into him. Ray Phoenix defeated Angelico of the Hybrid 2. Last but not least, the most talked about match this damn fucking week. And I know this is some of y'all going to have to really going to be probably arguing about. Thunder Rosa defeating Britt Baker in a lights out unsanctioned match. My God. Sound like you just had an orgasm, sir.
That's what it sounded
like. Yes, I did. Yes,
I mean, y'all know what the hell. Y'all know what the hell I said already. God. So I don't gotta say anything. 5 Flames for me. I just said. I mean, I'm just only saying 5 Flames. It got you emotionally invested into the match from beginning to end. If they did that, if two wrestlers and two performers can do that in that ring. With the rivalry going on that's been brewing for months, and then the big payoff had to been something big. And then, of course, to break the 4th, 5th, 6th wall and women bleeding. officially in the hardcore in the unsanctioned match. So this is not going to be on the record for nothing, though. This is just to get it out. Like, let's go. Like, this is us going to the playground. Like, yo, like, this is for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is for real. Like, this is some street shit. This was it. This is what we got. Kudos to both women. Kudos to both.
Yes.
For real. Kudos to both.
Right.
Kudos to them both. Round of applause. I know Bobby's going to say something negative in the next few moments, so y'all about to start arguing.
Okay.
So, man. Britt Baker, DMD should be AEW champ right about now.
No joke.
Blackheart out. I'm gonna go check out all my laundry.
Okay. Now, this is the only thing I have to say about that match.
Almost.
Britt Baker has shown that she is, like Blackheart said, the uncrowned AEW Women's Champion. 2, she got the treatment that Stone Cold did back in the Attitude Era with that picture of her completely blood all over her face. Like, that picture is like shirt worthy, and it's on Pro Wrestling Tees right now. And during the recording of this, I actually bought myself one because it was that good. That's all I got to say about that.
All right, y'all ready to beat me the fuck up? All right, two things. One,
talk your piece, bro.
The Young Bucks pissed me the fuck off.
Thank you.
With not too sweetened, bro. You keep this shit gang. You don't turn on the fucking Bullet Club. This shit forever. I'm Bullet Club for life.
I'm waiting for Tama Tonga to come out and beat the hell out of one of them.
Beat the fuck out of one of them. I hate that shit. Like, you don't turn on the gang. That shit pisses me off.
I think they're going to show up. They're going to show up.
But, all right, that's neither here nor there, because that's the only thing I was really invested in. I didn't see the Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa match.
Watch it.
Look, I gotta watch it, bro. I gotta
you need
watch
to go
it.
watch that shit.
I'll give y'all my review after I watch it.
You need to go.
Because y'all
that
hype this shit up. But
you gotta watch that shit.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
It's not that
exactly.
Yeah. Don't
they
kill
hyped
me.
it up
Don't
and they
kill
made
messenger,
it
but I ain't
better
saying
than what they hyped it up to be. Yeah. Kill you. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm not gonna kill you for it, but I'm just telling you right now. After all this, while they're doing the kickoff or whatever before the actual thing is, I think the match was like 20 minutes to like a half an hour, and it was worth every fucking minute, picture in picture. It's to me. I'm an AEW fan. I love WWE. I'm a wrestling fan, period. Been a wrestling fan since I was 2 years old, bro. I'm 39, so you do the math. So I have a lot of wrestlers that I've admired and watched them go from one show to another and see time and shit unfold. But what I saw on AEW this past week from the women's division, 2 women that are at each other's necks to not only put on a fucking show, but you put on a classic fight that will go down in one of the greatest. Whether it's it was unsanctioned.
Yes, I see it.
But one
I
of the
see it
greatest
on the same level as Charlotte and Sasha Banks having their first ever women's Hell in a Cell match, and and the NXT Bayley versus Sasha Iron Woman match. This match is going to be among those. Whatever podcast, whether it's us or someone else, does a top 5 or a top 10, this is going to be the top 3.
That's fire.
And if you don't acknowledge the top 3, then if a podcast is not
Bobby,
Bobby,
did you say anything yet? After I want to go
they don't know shit
transfer
about
laundry.
I'm sorry.
That's all I wanted to hear. I remember last night. That's what I'm like. You pretty sure got the same energy I do, but I said my piece really last night. This was the censored version.
Nah, bro, they ain't kill me, bro. I just don't like that Young Bucks turning on the gang shit. Y'all, they better get that shit together.
Well, see, here's my thing. I'm going to say this because I really didn't say much about that segment. My only thing is this. I'm going to be honest with you. I've heard about the Young Bucks for years. Not going to lie to you. But I never really paid attention to them even when they was in New Japan. I saw the promo. My thing is this. And I get it. It's your opinion, how you feel. But see, when you're on OTTR, it's kind of one of those things where it's all love, but I do have to say something. Okay? Now, you don't want to turn on the gang, that's good. This whole thing with Kenny Omega shit, like, I'm feeling it, but I'm not feeling it. Like, Kenny Omega is great.
It's Hollywood Hogan.
But how your character is making you look like a straight bitch. Okay? Now, you got the Good Brothers that come.
They did.
Okay, yeah. Okay, and I'm going to be honest with you. They made Hollywood Hogan look like a bitch. Be honest with you. So, I mean, even though he revolutionized wrestling as far as fraction-wise, it still made him look like a bitch. So, you turn him bad, but then he's like a bad bitch type of dude, and that's not cool. And that's what Kenny Omega looks like to me. But then you surround him with a shit-talking manager.
God,
you know what I'm saying? And this dude reminds me of an annoying fucking Jim Cornette. Got glasses except for he ain't got the racket. And it's just like when I hear him talk, it's like he makes valid points.
So you read that tweet. So you read that tweet that he had wrote about the Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa match.
And just fuck him up.
Like, basically, he said that Britt Baker went from being in the penthouse to the barn house with that match.
No, I didn't.
Oh, and that pissed me off, man. Freaking Cornette and his dumbass.
And you know, let me say this. Hold on, let me say this. See, I feel you with what you're about to say, but let me just say this. This is coming from a man who's been in the industry for over, 30, 40 years? Okay? Now, he's seen all types of women, all types of wrestling matches. We're talking about a good old boy who is down for degrading women to a T without the actual physical marks. You know what I'm saying? We'll put it through the table. We're not gonna let them see the bruises and shit like that. We'll make a mockery of her. We'll put her in negligee and have a pillow fight. Do all that
shit.
That perverted,
exactly,
fuckboy, good old boy, tomboy shit. Like, you know, hillbilly shit. I'm sorry, I have to say it like that. Vince McMahon shit. So it's like you're gonna demoralize two hardworking women. In this day and age, 2021, you're going to demoralize two women who bust their ass to prove themselves not as women, but as wrestlers to other wrestlers, that we can do the same shit that men can do, just in a woman's way. And they proved that this week. And for your fat, googly-eyed white ass to make a statement against two hard-working women, you're a bitch for that. You're a straight bitch. You're a straight bitch for that.
Mm-hmm.
And any man that doesn't recognize hard work is a bitch. Point blank, period. These women, right, and that's the one thing that made me have goosebumps when I saw the after show with Thunder Rosa. I left my blood, sweat, and tears. I put it on this fucking match, and I did it, and I won. Not taking nothing away from Britt Baker. She did the same shit. But at the end of the day, a W is a W, and a loss is a loss. They both won because they broke that wall. They proved to every fucking body in the wrestling world that you can do this and put on a great fucking show. Just like
Charlotte.
how Sasha Banks and fucking what's her name? You just said it. With the Hell in the Cell match, the Last Man Standing match. All these women broke walls to prove that they could do it. That's why I made that statement when it came to Amber Moon and her partner, because I'm not gonna keep fucking up her name. What I mean that they got to step it up. This is where you really have to look at what you can really bring to the table in the women's division. Now, you can't say shit because you can. And this is what I've been saying for months since last year. With Big Mike and CyberYeti, when y'all came on, I have mentioned this plenty of times on our shows about, yo, bro, watch. The day when one of these companies allow these women to draw first blood, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
I said that.
They tore the house down.
I said it. And look what the fuck happened. Look what happened. Exactly. They proved my motherfucking point. They proved it. They wrestled like men and got the job done. Tables,
Okay,
ladders,
man, you gotta wrap this thing up, bro, because we gotta get to SmackDown to get to your damn predictions. So we're out of time.
Curb stomp, beating. All I'm saying is this last statement is, don't ever doubt Uncle Phatz.
All right, well,
when I say it's gonna happen,
get to our predictions before we run out of time. Sasha Banks ended up defeating Nia Jax to retain the SmackDown Women's Championship belt. Next afterwards, Seth Rollins claims that Cesaro was jealous and he's a failure because they grabbed the brass ring. Shinsuke Nakamura then comes out, interrupts him, tells him to shut up, and hits him with a Kinshasa. You know, that's going to be building up to that. Yeah, told you that's WWE doing that, man. Rey and Dominic Mysterio defeats the Street Profits, but loses to Alpha Academy afterwards. This is stupid right here. Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns' promo, which we have Bryan vows that he'll make Roman tap at Fastlane, while Roman lasted it, not believing it, and rather die in the ring to tap out to him. So pretty intensifier. King Corbin defeats Sami Zayn. After the match is over, Sami claims conspiracy against him again, wanting Kevin Owens, who happens to be at the commentary table at that time period, to back him up. He always declines. Sami kicks him in the face and yells at him for not believing in him. This is whole damn stupid, too. Big E doesn't want to wait till Fastlane to get his hands on Apollo, so he gets on a little go-kart and drives around, and then runs into him. They brought it out. And eventually, at least Apollo was stealing the go-kart and driving away from himself, making his escape. Shayna Baszler and Bianca Belair's match ended up in a no contest after Natalya and Tamina attacked the both of them. Let's just see what happens at Fastlane tonight. Edge defeats Jey Uso to become the special enforcer for the Reigns-Bryan match. At the end of this, Roman spears the both of them to end the show. Nothing else.
Well,
it's enforcer, not referee.
Who's going to be the special referee for the match tonight? Oh, who's going to be the enforcer? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's going to be exclusion all over again. You know, that's going to happen. You know, Daniel Bryan's going to get his ass whooped. He's going to catch Roman Reigns. And he's going to catch Roman Reigns real good to the point where Edge is going to see the fact that Daniel Bryan is going to win.
Cyber?
And it's going to screw him.
Cyber probably passed out, fell asleep
That's how I
too,
feel.
or something had to happen to him. Cyber. Like,
I'm here.
yeah, we were just saying. Yeah, we were just saying that. Oh, he's pulling a Dukes now.
Yeti.
No.
He's on it.
Man, I'm doing the same thing. I had to check my laundry real quick. Here's my thing. WWE slipped up by letting everyone know that Daniel Bryan's going into the Hall of Fame this year. What's going to wind up happening, we all know he's going to lose. They're not going to jeopardize the match between Roman Reigns and Edge for WrestleMania. That's not going to happen. So I think this is going to kind of be like they're going to make it seem like they screwed Daniel Bryan out of it. And then what's going to happen? He's going to get ticked off. He's going to say, you know what, forget this. He's going to pull like a similar I Quit situation. And he's going to actually leave. And then it's going to end up to where his character is gone, but he's going to get inducted into the Hall of Fame. And I think we're not going to see him again. I think he's done everything he wants to do.
Okay.
That's just in my eyes. But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and get your.
No, I feel you. I said the same thing before you came back. I said, if since Edge is the enforcer, I told him, I said I feel like it's going to be a match where he's going to get dominated, but he's going to catch Roman to the point where he's going to be close to making Roman tap, and that's when Edge is going to interfere and screw him.
Yeah,
and that's how I feel. I feel like he's going to screw him just so that he can get that match with Roman and beat him at WrestleMania.
Nope.
So I mean, nobody wants to see Daniel Bryan and Edge.
I don't know. You might have a feeling in me if I actually would have got that match.
Nobody wants to see
and then he loses to Edge, and then he goes into retirement right afterwards. And be like, that's a good way to end it. Give him one last little run for like a month.
Yeah, true, but then
you already know Roman's gonna get the title right back.
So one of the biggest stories that you've had since last year.
It'll be in the midst and going right back to the end of the line, huh?
Yeah, but that defeats the whole purpose of being the head of the table.
Yeah.
True, but that defeats the whole purpose of being the head of the table and main eventing at WrestleMania. That was the whole purpose of the storyline. You get what I'm saying? And I get what you're saying. You're right. It would have been respectful for it to go that way with Daniel Bryan if this wasn't no pandemic. Now, if this wasn't no pandemic, okay, I can say that. But then, if there was no pandemic, there'd be other wrestlers in the way of that. So, with that being said, everything that you're saying, Blackheart, is absolutely true. That would be the modest thing, considering that they already spoiled him being inducted into the Hall of Fame. But we all know they invested so much shit in this head of table story, which has attracted so much
exactly,
attention.
Especially if they're trying to get The Rock to come back to go against Roman Reigns next WrestleMania. They're not going to jeopardize that just so Daniel Bryan can have one little hoorah. He already got it when he came back. So, yeah, they're not going to ruin it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that last hoorah, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie to you, that last real hoorah was the Elimination Chamber.
Yes, he did.
That was his real last hoorah. Like he put
I agree.
all into everything. This is just his farewell match. This is where he's gonna contemplate. He's gonna have a couple of more little matches and stuff like that. And then after that,
let's get into the Fastlane pay-per-view, man, so y'all can watch this thing. First and foremost, we got Matt Riddle defending the U.S. title again against Mustafa Ali. Well, you said Mustafa Ali.
Ali
Mike picks Riddle to retain, so let's see how that goes.
I pick Riddle to retain also because there's a rumor going around that Mustafa Ali's injured.
Damn, you really have to spoil it, man. You could have just kept that on at the hush.
No, that's cool. I'm still gonna go with it. I'm still gonna go with Mustafa. I think he's gonna win it, and then come next week he'll probably lose it due to the injury. But I'm still going with Mustafa, just because all the shit that's been going on between him and his group, and then to sit there and have to prove himself and force them to listen. This would kind of be a way to kind of get
I'll still pick Riddle to retain, but Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
So.
I say this is a pick that I'm kind of going against myself on it, but I think Shinsuke Nakamura is going to win.
And same thing for Mike.
I'm going to go with Seth Rollins on this one.
What about you, BlvckHvrt?
Okay. I'll give you my stuff after I'm done writing down Uncle Fastest and Mike's, because I got to keep tally to see who wins this month. So,
all right,
I'll do my stuff last.
All right.
Wait a minute. I don't know when it comes to Orton and Bliss. Okay, Alexa Bliss and Randy Orton. This whole confrontation, I guess, what do y'all think is probably going to happen? Mike says he has no idea what the hell is going to happen with that.
I say this is going to be a surprise attack on Randy, where he's going to kind of face what he faced before. The choking and heaving, and this is where we're going to.
So you're saying the Fiend returns?
Fiend arise and kind of reclaim.
I say the same thing.
As the new improvement. Yes, the Fiend does return.
And what you say, Cyber?
I say the same thing. It's going to be the return of the Fiend, and he might have someone with him. I could see Bo Dallas popping back up too, but I'm leaning more toward Bray Wyatt coming back and beating the hell out of Randy Orton.
Okay. We got Braun Strowman taking on Shane McMahon if this match actually does happen.
Yeah, I'm watching the pre-show and I just saw that. Yeah.
So does that happen or is happening?
I don't think it's happening. I think someone else is going to fill in for him.
So Strowman versus Mysterioso. Well, so technically I'll disqualify that one because that was supposed to be what I was taking it off. So, all right, so skip that one. Phatz. Big E versus Apollo for the Intercontinental Championship.
What?
I'm gonna go with.
You sure?
I'm gonna go with the Apollo.
Okay. Mike pick Big E to retain.
Let's
see how that. Let's see how that takes off. Okay. Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler versus Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. The rematch for the women's tag team titles.
Just how I see it playing out. They're going to lose the titles to Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair, but next week they'll defend them against Tamina and Natalya, and they'll pick them off of them.
You might have to text me that one, Cyber. You might have to text me that one. That's too quick to write. We'll go fast.
I'm gonna have to say Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair.
Y'all stupid. Well, might pick the Nia Jax and Shayna to retain if Banks turns heel.
Shayna Baszler to lose.
That could happen too.
No, Sasha turns heel. You got Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus and no holds bar.
Oh, okay.
Man, this one is actually kind of hard. because both of these guys, I mean, Drew McIntyre, he wants to get back into the title picture. So if he loses, that puts him further down the line.
Yeah.
But if Sheamus wins, which he kind of needs a win, it's going to put him up there. So I'm going to go ahead and say Sheamus wins, but I'm not too confident in it.
See, I'm about to flip right now, even though you can't see it, and I'm not even looking at it. So I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna call it in the head, in the air.
Come on, man, just pick one.
I'm gonna say tails. Tails, I go for McIntyre. Heads, I go for Sheamus.
Okay.
And here we go.
So we got 2 for Sheamus, 1 for McIntyre, right, and that's Mike. He said it's gonna be a physical brutality win for him.
Oh yeah.
Last but not least, Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan, with Edge being the special enforcer for the Universal title.
Roman.
And he picked the Roman as well. He also says Bryan's going to force a tap out not seen by the ref, and Edge is somehow going to screw over Daniel Bryan.
Said the same shit. Said the same shit. This is what happens when you're a fan of wrestling and you running shit. Okay. The same fucking shit.
Thank you for your predictions.
You know that motto, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Right, Vince?
My fault.
You're
Ray's
wrong.
going to retain. Seth's going to win. Cesaro's going to come out to make the save, and then we're going to get the prequel of what's going to happen for WrestleMania. Seth Rollins versus Cesaro. I can't wait for that. I wanted to see The Fiend come back, and either he going to have his face burnt off like Two-Face, or he's going to come out at the wing, dragging the Raw. Oh my God! And this whole Strowman match and Shane McMahon match, even attempts to even happen, it's gonna be some screwy BS finish involving green slime and paint and some hopscotching. Big E versus Apollo Crews for Intercontinental Championship. Come on, folks! They're gonna prolong this thing to have a bigger and more flamboyant type match for these two when it comes to WrestleMania. So I'm sticking with Big E to retain. Nia Jackson, Shayna Baszler taking on Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. I kind of got to go with Big Mike on this one. The tag team champs, they're going to retain. I think it's going to be stupid to put the belts on Banks and Belair knowing that they're going to be facing each other at WrestleMania. So what's going to be the point to have two friends like that battle each other and one of them has to lose? Bad call when it comes to that one. And if you are going to put the belt on Tamina and Natalya, why not put it off of Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax and have them do something different, right? That's a clean way. I mean, that'd be the more clean way of doing it instead of tarnishing two people that's rising to the top that they're gonna be facing each other for the coveted belt that one already has already. So you can't really do that. So I'm gonna go with Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler on this one, but I feel like Sasha is gonna turn heel here. We need to see some flair going on, and Bianca gotta be the babyface right now. Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus. Of course, McIntyre. They already projected him to already go on to face Bobby Lashley, so it's going to make no difference to me now. So he's going to win a physical brutality battle, but Bobby Lashley's going to end up on top and coming out beat the living shit out of him and make sure that he stays down with the Hurt Lock. To know he got his eye on him too. And just like how Deuce was here, the old TNA matches that they used to have back then.
Yeah.
Now you're going to see it now on WWE soil. Let's see what happens with that. And last but not least, the Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan. Now, Sonny's going to tell me it's not going to be a one-on-one, as Paul Heyman kind of predicted that the main event will change. Triple threat. Daniel Bryan does get screwed, and it'll be like a no contest. And it'll be a triple threat match for that title. You get three things in one package. Hey, it'll be one of those Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Chris Benoit moments.
Yeah.
And I would love to see that. It's just who would have to play who? Triple H would have to be played by Roman Reigns. Shawn Michaels would have to be played by Edge. And Chris Benoit will have me played by Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
It's not fucked up.
It's true. It's fact. You know?
It's not fucked up. It's fact. Sorry. That's it. That's it. That's my predictions. So we're done here. Thank you, folks, for jumping in. Bobby, he got apparently pinched by the WWE production truck.
Again.
So follow his Chronically Blended Discussions podcast. It's on podcast platforms everywhere too. He's part of the team now, so he'll be here for a long while. Along with the new blood. And also the new blood that's going to be coming into the mix, which we'll have that later on in the store too. Also, I got the prototypical shirts. I won't debut until my birthday on Thursday, so you'll see me pop up with those when it comes to that. And then as we get some good reviews and stuff like that, then I'll start taking out you guys' orders, and then we try to get you guys situated as well.
Yeah,
so that was a big announcement. So yeah, man, we done here. Follow us here on Anchor. Follow us on all podcast platforms everywhere that we are available on, and follow us on social medias, and especially follow us on YouTube. Go hit the like, subscribe, share buttons. You hit the notification button for any episode that we do upload that is premiering. You get first dibs on those. Y'all know the drill. Let's get into this Fastlane. Get the table to y'all. Do y'all plugins and shoutouts. Let's get out of here. We got pay-per-view to watch.
All right, guys. Thank you as always for tuning in and listening to our weekly shenanigans. You know, we do appreciate it. Make sure you follow me on all socials at CyberYeti. And also too, I do stream on Twitch as well. So if you want to come and hang out, we'll talk wrestling, do all that stuff there too. So again, share this episode. You know, help us grow and continue doing good things, and you know, have bigger guests and do all that stuff. So thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, y'all know what time it is, yo. It's your boy Uncle Phatz. So thank you for tuning in.
You ain't shit.
You know, it's always about
shout out to E Dukes, because you ain't shit.
For those that don't like bacon like that, fuck you. Okay? But anyways, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, you ain't shit if you don't like bacon. Okay? Now, shout out to the OTTR family and the absence of Duke, because he working, and shout out to the new Blood Barbie and all the other cats that did the show yesterday. And shout out to Big Mike, man. You know what I'm saying? Wish he was here.
The
so
OTTR title.
I'm a very competitive man, so I'm coming for the best. That's right. There you go. OTTR title. You know what I'm saying? You know, just thank you for listening. Please share. Any feedback is good feedback, and trust and believe. If you try to go there, there's enough manpower in this family, and then this mafia family of wrestling that will literally tell you where to go and to shove it.
I heard from us folks, man.
Over here.
OTTR, we out. Catch us next week. This episode will be premiering tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. on YouTube, and then 10 a.m. 9 a.m. YouTube and podcast platforms. BlvckHvrt, Cyber, Uncle Phatz, Bobby, Westside. We all thank you. Peace out.